Hi everyone. Today here I have, this is my FSC. I've had it on my wall for quite a while in the FSC Carbine Kit. Today we got the SSD kit on here. We've got that power chamber, that air chamber, and we've got their power valve. It's an extra air chamber valve. And yeah, we're just going to be using 1100 PSI HPA. And we're going to just go for a max power test here with some Joules. I don't have a screw for this. I'm not sure. I'm going to have to just buy a set screw or something. But so I can't use a drum, so I'm going to be using the stock magazine. But yeah, that's the ADN paintball drum. So I don't have that screw. That screw won't fit in there because of this. It runs into that wall there. When I twist it, so it doesn't turn. So I got to go get a set screw or something and make a flathead slot or an Allen key slot on it. And then I can lock my CO2 in there to make a seal, and then I can use it for HPA. Okay, so let me get this set up on the stand here. Alright. On the chronograph. I don't even know if this is going to shoot. Jesus, I modified it. I put a new bolt spring in it. There's a couple other parts I have here. He sent me to mod it up. Yeah, okay, so got the magazine in. Okay. So let's see. $683, $677, $684. Okay, 652. Holy, listen to how much air that holds. Holy crap. Okay, so I think, hold on a second here. Oh no, those are smashers I had in there. Shit. Oh well. Those weren't Grimberg Joules. They're actually, well, they're the same weight. They're like 8.5, 8.6 grams. Yeah, okay, so. Yeah, okay, those are the smashers. They're the XXL. Yeah, they're the XXL smashers. Okay, let me get a reading on this. Oh shit, my TV's not even turned on. Oh god. Okay, here. I know I'm unorganized, I always am. Just not a video guy. So, okay, so FPS. FPS. 8.6. What was our numbers here? So 684. Should be around 190 joules, maybe 180 joules. I don't know. What did I say? 684. 684. Yeah, so around 185. Actually 186. So not bad at all. That's the same chamber I just used on my X68, and I got the exact same numbers, but 187. So I got 1 joule more with the same length of the barrel too. Just it's a different barrel. Yeah, it's definitely a different barrel. So Hey, let me just go over this a little bit with you. So yeah, this is the power cap for the FSC. It screws into the back of here, and then it allows you to screw an HPA tank directly in the back. Or you can do a jerry rig like this. You can still keep it short, because if I put all that on, there's no way I'm going to be able to put a stock on there. It's going to be like way the hell down here somewhere. And there's no way you're going to be able to shoulder it. That's going to be sitting on top of your shoulder. So your stock will be on top of the shoulder instead of pressed in it. Not good. Very uncomfortable. Not easy to maneuver around with, especially indoors. But yeah, so basically I just got this guy. This is that big air chamber, extra massive chamber, plugs into here. So creating a little more volume. And then these are just 1/8 MPT fittings going into I tapped an ASA on off. So the 1/8 threads will go right into that. And then I've actually, because this one doesn't degas, so that's why I stuck 2 ASAs on. I stuck this one on here just so I could degas it. I can drill a hole in here and then add a degasser. Like one of these type of degassers right there. See, you just turn this knob and it'll degas the marker. I can add one of those on there if I like. Could probably add one anywhere. I don't know how thick these are, but it's probably best just to put it right here. But yeah, so when you're doing your air chamber setups, you want to have your air chambers, then your fittings and ASAs. You don't want none of this restrictions before, or sorry, after the air chamber. Sorry, you got your adapter, your power cap, then you got your air chamber expansion. So yeah, none of these fittings you don't want to be before any of this. So, because otherwise this air needs to pass quick. So if it has to get reduced and go down a little hole like this, or through the micro holes in these, then it's going to limit all you're not going to use all that air in that burst. So, but yeah, anyways, this is a modular barrel. I think this one here, I have a barrel from SSD. I have a couple he sent me, but I don't have any of the connections. I already had this one installed. This one was from Home Defense 24 a long time ago. They sent me it, but if you can see, it's all modular. So you can make it any length you want. Down to there, down to there, down to there. And then you can just, like I can add a suppressor on there, whatever I want, a muzzle tip. That's just paint, that ugliness. I'm just gotta scratch it off. But yeah, I can put this on here too and keep it a nice shorty. Here, let me put you guys up here for a second. Yeah, so now I'll just take my tank off. Then I'll take the air chamber off. I'll grab my twisty ASA on-off. One of my favorite on-offs out there. This guy here. Once you set up and line up the pin, in between a 1/4 and a 1/2 turn, we'll gas it up, and then just another turn to really open it up. And then when you undo it, it'll degas your marker too, relieving all the pressure in your marker. So yeah, we'll just take this here now and stick it in the back. And now you can add whatever size tank you want. If you're just using a stock magazine, you're probably not going to need much more than a 5 CI tank to get 5-6 shots out before this empties. Keep it nice and compact. Or you can go into a 9 CI tank or a 10 CI tank. I have a 10 CI on the floor. This one's a 9. But either way, you put this in, it still keeps it nice and short. Even with the ASA on-off and the length, this is still nice and short. Really nice and tight. So you can put a 13 CI in here and it's perfect. Like this. So yeah. Whoop. Pop out that mag and then stick this mag for a little bit better looks and more ammo. So yeah, more ammo means more air. You're going to need a bigger tank to fire all 25 of these. But yeah, guys, that's just absolute crazy power. Now I can extend more air chambers or like add more air volume and stuff on here, and then you can crack into the 200s if you wanted to. Bore matching your ammo always goes a long way to get the max amount, but I mean, getting air is easy, or sorry, this max power is easy to do, right? It's just common sense. Crease your barrel, crease your power, crease your PSI. Now, if I add 1250 PSI, this setup here will probably be way over in the, like a 1/4 200s, maybe to the mid 200s, just by upping my PSI in my tank. But when it comes to less lethal, like that is very lethal. Now we're getting up there. We're over. That's way over the power of a 22 long rifle, and we all know that's lethal. But these are big ball, round balls. I wouldn't want to be shooting anyone. I'm comfortable at the 40, right around 50, 60 joules and 68 caliber round balls. That's where I like to be at. To each their own. I feel safe with that with a big drum magazine. I've actually taken a lot of shots as high as 38 joules, and I know what it feels like, so I know what they're going to be feeling in my head. It's not a guess. I just facts from shooting myself. So I'm very comfortable. I'm not going to sit here and argue with people no more. If they want to use 2 joules and 12 joules, then go ahead. But you're better off with your fists over that fucking weak power. Anyways, you all stay safe. Sterling self-defense. You can get everything in there. The barrels, the kits, the adapters, the ASAs, the tank. You get everything you need. The drums. I think he has drums. If not, 80 and paintball. Scott Allen will hook you up. Yeah, man. Sterling makes all these parts at home. American made. Yeah. You guys all stay safe. Take care, man, as always. That's pretty much it for this. Oh, wait. Complete the look. There. Now those ugly threads ain't showing. So yeah, it's still nice and compact too, man. Like I can even take the ASA off and park this into there and bring it even shorter, but then that's just child size. Like I'm not a child. I need actually a little bit of length here. This is perfect for me. I could still do a 13 CI comfortably, but yeah. Then you start getting into the M17 and the TC68 because they have long stocks and stuff. So anyways, y'all stay safe, guys. Take care as always. This is my first FSC video. I've had this thing for a while since these went on sale for $199. I grabbed one. Yeah, so now this is my first time. Dan sent me a bunch of parts. I've installed a bunch of inner parts and springs and little bits and piercers and all kinds of different things he sent me. So I still got a few more to add in, but this was just my first test with it. You're not going to be seeing me doing these high joule tests. This was just a once-in-a-lifetime thing to see how it is. We can't use that power up here, man. That's just crazy, right? That's too much. But, yeah, so I dismantled that figure. That won't be made again. I won't be making this setup. I might try down the road again. There's no need to, right? Just tuning my markers in the 40 to 60 joules, that's pretty much where you want to be, because most people can't be lethal, so I'm just going to stick around there. Like I said, it's very easy to get all that max power. It's very easy to do. Y'all stay safe, guys. Take care.